Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, I am going to be doing a one brand tutorial using only Mars Cosmetics. I have sprinkled in mini reviews and everything because I did try out a lot of these products beforehand to make my opinion on them so that this video could be more helpful than me just saying, oh, I'm trying this for the first time, let's see how this does, because a lot of times you want to know more about the products than just seeing them on screen for the first time. At least that's what I feel whenever I'm looking at a video. I want to know as much as I can about a product, so I thought I'll try them out beforehand and then I'll film this one brand tutorial. But I have to say, I am so excited to see what Mars has in store for us because I was blown away with these products. They're just so gorgeous, so beautiful, and the price. Chef's kiss. I'm not going to ramble anymore because this is going to be a slightly longer video. I'm just talking a lot in this video. Apologies for that. But yes, without any further ado, if you want to know how I got this look or you just want to know my opinions on some Mars products, then please keep on watching. I want to start off this look by doing my base as usual, and I have to say that Mars base products are absolute fire, you guys. I have ended up loving everything that I have tried. Starting off with the Illuminati base. This is a strobing cream and it's in the shade Gold Beam, but it does have a lot of reflexes in there. I love the beautiful reflexes this cream has, and it's a squeezy tube packaging, so it's easy to control the amount of product you want. I'm just taking a little bit of this cream and I'm going to apply it all over my face. You can wear this even without makeup because it makes your skin look so healthy, so glowy, and so dewy. I love this cream, and it doesn't have like heavy shimmer particles. It just has very micro shimmer particles in there, which makes your skin look so radiant. Love it. Now it's time to use the ultra famous Mars BB cream. Now this comes in 6 shades, which is honestly a huge leap in the Indian industry. Right now when it comes to BB creams, India only has like 1 or maximum 2 shades. So this having 6 shades is a lot, but I really do hope they expand that shade range because everyone deserves to have a BB cream like this one. It's amazing and you'll see why. Now this also comes in a squeezy tube, so it's really easy to control the quantity that you want. And I'm not going to take a lot of it, just a little bit again. And when they say it's skin perfecting, it is absolutely true because this has a lot of coverage. It can almost beat a foundation, guys. So I'm starting from the centers of my face. I am using the shade medium and you can see it has a lot of coverage and it's very easy to blend. It's not a difficult product. You can work this in with your fingers as well. I just prefer brushes, so I'm just starting from the centers because I want the most amount of coverage on the centers, and while I go towards the sides of my face, I want to lower that coverage down so my face doesn't end up looking cakey. So I'm just dabbing this on first and making sure that my face looks even and nice. Look at that finish, guys. My skin looks so gorgeous, especially because of the Illuminati base we have underneath. My skin looks extra radiant and I love that. I love both of the products individually, but even together, the combo is bombdiggity.com. But now it's time to move ahead and conceal. And I have the Mars Seal the Deal Conceal with me right here. Now, this one again is a high coverage product, so it's great if you have deep set dark circles or if you have a lot of hyperpigmentation to take care of. The packaging is just like the LA Girl Pro Conceal, so it has a brush tip applicator. It's not my most favorite type of packaging. I feel it's kind of messy, but again the product is amazing, and this one works really well in conjunction with the BB cream and the Illuminati base, so it's something that would work well as a combo too. A lot of times products don't work well together, but they can be great individually. With this one, they work well with the whole combo deal that you're getting. I am going to be taking a concealer brush and I'm going to start blending this out. Even though this is full coverage, it is slightly easy to blend, but you want to ensure that you blend this out quickly. This is a quick setting mattifying concealer, so you don't want to leave it on hanging for a really long time. I will be going back and forth with the brush that I use for my BB cream to ensure it's all nicely blended out, but I'm doing my first initial blend with my concealer brush, and I'm going to make sure I cover all of the places that I want to cover up with my Seal the Deal Conceal. That name is slightly funny though, Seal the Deal Concealer. It should be Seal the Deal Concealer, no? Why is it Seal the Deal Conceal? Don't know. If I've sealed the deal, I don't want to conceal. I want the world to know. But I don't want the world to know that I've concealed. Funny. Random thoughts while doing makeup, but I am just making sure all of this concealer is blended out and my base looks flawless. And you can see already how flawless my base looks. It is insane how are these products priced the way they are and give the finish that they give. My mind is blown. Honestly, my mind is blown. My base is done and I want to ensure it stays on for as long as possible, so I will be moving on to the compact powder. Now this is a pretty interesting compact powder because it has two shades in there. At first I thought it's like a split pan compact. A lot of companies do that, so you have a refill and more product in one go, but this one has two different shades. So the top one is slightly warmer while the lower one is slightly cooler and more neutral, and they also have a sponge in there. I haven't used the sponge, I don't use a sponge. So what I like to do is I like to take the warmer one under my eye so that it can conceal any blueness or any grayness that I might have, and I like to take like a pinpointed brush for this. So I just pick up a little bit of that powder. It's very finely milled, and I just place this under my eyes. I just pat it down to lock the under eye and make sure there is no creasing happening. This instantly just neutralizes, as I said, any grayness. The compact doesn't have a lot of coverage in there, so if you're looking for a high coverage compact, this is not going to be the one for you. It has very low medium coverage, but I like that from my compacts. I don't like compacts that are like too high on coverage, especially if I am wearing like a full coverage base. I do like compacts with higher coverage only on my no makeup days. So this is not going to be a compact that you would prefer on a no makeup day, especially because it has such a warm undertone. But yeah, on the days when you are wearing makeup, this is very finely milled. As you can see, there's a lot of kickback even when I'm picking up the product. So yeah, it's super finely milled. But I'm just setting the areas around my mouth and under eyes with the yellow powder first, just to neutralize any grayness going on. And now, taking a slightly fluffier brush, I'm going to pick up the other shade from the second pan, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Now I generally do not set my whole face because I don't need to. I have dry skin, but this powder is super finely milled. It doesn't look dry on my skin, and it's very thin and beautiful. So I just wanted to show you how it looks on my skin, and this is what my skin looks like. I love it. Okay, so now things are gonna get a little tricky because I want to bronze my skin up, and Mars doesn't have like a separate contour or a bronzer. I think they have like a concealer palette and you're supposed to use the darker shade as a contour. I really did not want to do that. I don't want to buy a concealer palette that I will not use so frequently. So I went ahead with their blush instead that looked like a bronzer. This is like the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek product, and this is in the shade Private Show. It does look like it can work as a bronzer. I haven't used it yet, so hopefully my fingers are crossed, and I'm just going to use a normal brush that I would use. I'm picking up a little bit of this and I'm going to start working very slowly because I'm not sure of the pigmentation. Okay, so the pigmentation looks okay, and I think this can work like a draping technique where you're draping a blush, because this one does have a definite pink undertone to it. So I'm not going to apply a lot of it. It might make me look a little too, blushed. And I think we can skip the blush then. I'm not sure. I will leave the blush for the last part so that we are sure about the color and all of that. I'm applying a very little amount of this product. I'm not going heavy-handed with this at all, but it does feel very creamy and nice. If you do plan to go ahead with this shade, please keep in mind that this is a reflective shade. It's not a matte shade. You know what? Actually, let me give you a quick swatch. I'm just going to swirl my finger around in there. And here is the swatch. It is going to be slightly shimmery and it has pink undertones in there. It doesn't look that bad on the skin, honestly, but I want you to keep in mind that this is not a bronzer or a contour. I'm just doing a little bit of jugaad with this. I am going to leave my blush for last because I don't have anything that would work as a blush. I might use an eyeshadow later on, but that will totally depend on what my eye look looks like. This bronzer also has a little bit of pink in there, so I might just use that and mix it in with something. We're going to see how that's going to go. So let's move on to the highlighter now. It's like 2016 days when I used to skip blush. I used to go with bronzer and highlighter only, but we have Wonder highlighter from Mars with us right here, and it looks so stunning. It is housed in this magnetic matte black packaging. It's so gorgeous, and even the surface itself, it's like a prism surface. I love how it looks, but the actual highlighter, I don't think I'm the biggest fan of, because it does look slightly shimmery on the skin. Like the shimmer particles are visible on the skin, so I'm not going to go very heavy-handed with this one. Like it, I don't know how to tell it, but the highlighter looks slightly separated. It doesn't look like a glow, it looks like a highlighter. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just going to hit the highest points of my face with this one. I also have another shade in that same Super Shock sort of a formulation. I thought that would work as a blush. It seems slightly more pink on the side, but it's like more whitish pink. I could have used that as a highlighter too, but I wanted to talk about this product as well. Not the biggest fan. You see what I'm saying? Like the texture is a lot more visible with this one because it's not the best sitting product on the face is what I would say. But I'm just going to power through this and apply it on the high points of my face where I like to highlight my face. You know, 2 years ago, I would have never said this, but I just feel so incomplete without a blush right now. My heart is telling me to just apply something because I look so lifeless. But I'm just gonna stop that urge and we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm gonna bring you guys in closer so you can see everything up close and personal. Let's start off with the eyebrows now, and I have their micro precision brow pencil with me right here. Now, I don't know why they've called it the micro precision brow pencil, because generally that name means it's going to be a super fine thin pencil, while this one is a triangular pencil, so it's not a thin one at all. So if you don't properly check out the photographs, the name can be slightly deceptive. What I do like about this brow pencil is that it does have a spoolie in there, so I like that. I'm just going to spoolie out my eyebrows before filling them in. And now when we talk about the eyebrow pencil in itself, again, I am not the biggest fan. I just feel like it's a very, very okay eyebrow product. Like, it feels slightly more creamy than I like it to be, so it goes on a little too pigmented almost, I feel. So I have to be very, very light handed with it. I don't like extremely creamy eyebrow product. I like something that's more stiff so it can give me more definition without it being too overpowering. So I am just going to fill in the sparse areas of my brows to ensure that my eyebrows have a little bit of definition to them. Now that my brows are done, it's now time to move on to the more exciting part of the video. I'm talking about eyeshadows, and I have this beautiful eyeshadow palette with me right here. It's so vibrant and so fun. I do have a neutral palette that I've already tried, so I know the formulation of these, but I wanted to do a little bit of more colorful look for today's video, so we are going to be diving into this one. I don't know the name, I don't know the variant. That is a thing I've noticed across Mars products, that they don't have the shade names mentioned on the products. Like, a lot of the products don't have their shade names mentioned, so that is a little bummer, but we are going to be using this one today. I am so excited to be diving into this. So I am going to start off by taking a rather stiff blender brush. This is like a shader blender brush, and I am not too sure what sort of a look I want to go for. You know what? Let's start with this green shade right here. This is the first time I'm using the colorful variant. As I said, I've already tried the neutral palette out, and the mattes are so creamy and so blendable. I was surprised. I'm going to make sure I have no creasing going on, and I'm going to place this slightly above my crease. You see that pigmentation? I am just so blown away with these palettes. I just cannot. They are so gorgeous. Plus, I love the fact that they have shimmers and glitters in there as well. Like, it's not just a flat out matte palette, although that wouldn't be too bad too. But they have some options in there, so that's great. I'm just going to apply this one on the other eye as well, slightly above the crease, just a little teensy meensy bit. Now I'm going to go into a blender brush, and I'm just going to ensure that the edges are nicely blended out. This is going to be a step I will be going back and forth with to ensure we have a nice blend of colors and everything looks seamless. I am not worrying too much about the lower part of the eyeshadow right now. I'm just blending the upper part out to get a nice gradient look going on. Now I'm going to take a definer pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up this beautiful deep olive khaki green color. It's such a gorgeous color. I'm going to dust off the excess, and then I'm going to deepen up my crease. Again, I am placing this on the crease but slightly above as well. So the earlier green color is going to be our transition color of sorts. So I'm first just placing it before blending it out. I'm making sure I get the position right first. And then I'm going to go in circular motions to ensure it is blended out into the previous green that we have applied on our crease. I'm feeling a little adventurous today, so I'm going to do a half cut crease. It's been a long while since I've done a half cut crease, so I'm going to go back again with my mask Seal the Deal Conceal, and I'm also going to take a brush, a flat brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this on the brush. So I'm just squeezing out this concealer, and I'm picking up some on my brush, making sure I have a nice coating of that going on in there, and I'm just going to cut my crease. Because I'm going for a half cut crease, I'm going to make sure that this concealer blends into the outer corner, and it's more sheer as it goes out, more pigmented in the inner corner, and as it goes out it's sheerer, so that I don't have a lot of pigmentation in my eyeshadow once it's blending out with the outer corner. Otherwise it's going to be too stark and nothing will blend it out for you. But it was really easy to do my cut crease with this one. A lot of time concealers which are this matte and high in coverage, doing cut creases can be a little difficult. They become a little more stiff and rigid in working. So I'm like the fact that this wasn't as difficult to work with. I'm also going to do my other eye really quickly. And now for the lid space area, I'm actually going to go in with this purple shade right here. I really like how greens and purples look, like the contrast is just very beautiful. I'm taking another stiff shader brush, dusting off the excess, and I'm just going to apply it on top of this concealer to ensure we have a nice amount of pigmentation going on. And then I'm going to blend it out in the outer corners. I'm going back in with my pencil brush and I'm just going to ensure that there is a seamless blend going on between the purple and green, although these are colors that don't generally blend. But if you go back and forth with these colors, you can create a somewhat more easier transition. I am truly feeling adventurous today, so I am going to go into the glitter palette that Mars has to offer. Now we get 9 shades in this one. Most of these are like single shades, but then we have one shade right here which has multiple reflexes in there. So I'm really excited. But today I'm going to use this one right here because that matches to my base color. Now I don't want like a full glitter moment happening, and that's why I am going to pick up like a natural fiber brush and I'm going to pick up this color very sparingly, so I just have like a dusting of it. You want to ensure this is not fully packed, just dust it on, and then I'm just going to again dust it on my lid. Ooh, that looks gorgeous. This is the first time I'm trying these glitters out, but look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. I'm not gonna pack it on more because I think I already have like a dusting going on, and you don't want to swipe this. If you swipe this, it will become a fully glitter thing. You just want to dust it like that. Very sparingly, just like Cinderella's fairy mother. Dust it. It's time to get some liner action on. So I have Mars Won't Smudge, Won't Budge liquid liner with me right here. Now basically this is a pen liner and it's very fine. It's super fine, so you can get the thinnest of wings out there. I am going to make a thin wing, and this is jet black. It's matte, it's jet black, it's gorgeous, and you can see the intense pigmentation. I'm going for a very thin wing liner, and I am going to be lining my whole eye like you can see right here, but like a thin liner. I just want like a flick. I don't want a lot going on, just a teeny tiny flick, and hopefully I can recreate it on the other eye. Otherwise we'll just go for like a thicker liner. That's all I'm gonna say. I just realized that I haven't done my inner corner highlight. I don't know which world I was lost in because I love a good inner corner highlight. So I'm going to go back in with the highlighter that I applied on my face, and I'm going to pick it up with the tiny pencil brush, and I'm just going to place it in my inner corners to bling my inner corners out a little bit and make sure my eyes look bright and open and wide and awake and all of those good things. And now for my lower lashes, I'm going to go back in with the 2 brushes I used for my green, the darker green and the lighter green. And I'm just going to balance my upper eyes out. So I'm first applying the darker green, and then I'm going to blend it out with my lighter green to ensure that we have a nice balance for the upper and lower eyes, and my lower eyes don't look just bare, like not done. So I'm just going to apply the green and make sure our eyes look a little bit more complete. And now it's time for my favorite product from Mars, and that's a big statement because Mars has some banger products and I like a lot of them. But if you just have to get one and you don't want it to be a base product, because I know base product takes a lot of time and right now we're not stepping out as much, so this would make much more sense. I'm talking about the Mars mascara. Oh my god, you guys, this is such a beautiful mascara. It lengthens, it volumizes, it just separates. It's a gorgeous mascara, and at the price that it's being offered at, mind blowing. I'm not even kidding you guys. This has quickly become my favorite mascara irrespective of the price it's being offered at. So I'm going to quickly coat my upper and lower lashes, and I know that Mars does not have any false lashes, but I feel like this look deserves some false lashes. I'm going to show you what this mascara does by itself, and then we can just put on some false lashes to just complete the look, just to get the whole vibe of the look, you know. But this mascara in itself, incredible. It is incredible, you guys. I love this. I love this so much. Some other things that you might want to know about the mascara: is it waterproof or what? This is water resistant, it's not waterproof, and it easily washes off with oils or balm, so that's great. A lot of mascaras are a pain to remove, and I hate losing 10,000 of my lashes because of mascaras, but this one does get off really easily, so that's something I like. The mascara wand is a short and stubby one, but the brushes really get to the root and make sure that all of it is coated, so that is something I love about this mascara. Overall, as I said, I'm obsessed with this. I can't talk enough about this mascara. I am just head over heels for this one. Look at how gorgeous my lashes look, and I have non-existent lashes. I'm not one of those people who have like these really long lashes that work well with any mascara whatsoever. I have to work really hard with my mascaras, but not with this one because it is bombdiggity.com. I'm going to quickly pop on some lashes because I really feel it's going to tie in the look together, and then we'll come back to see what we want to do for blush and for lipstick. The lashes are on, and as expected, it literally ties the whole look together, and I love how my eyes are looking right now. But now it's time for blush, for which I have a bold move planned, and hopefully it doesn't backfire on me. Please pray for me, because I'm going back in with my eyeshadow palette, and I'm actually going to pick up the purple shade that we've placed on our eyelids, but I'm going to pick it up with a very fluffy brush, and I'm not going to pick up a lot, just a touch. I am not dipping back again. This is the one dip challenge going on here, and I'm just going to apply it on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm really going to blend it out. Why do I have a feeling this is going to backfire on me? It's not blending as well as I thought it would. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep blending this out, because I really want a little bit of blush that ties to the look, and I think this shade is just going to be perfect. I'm going to dust off the excess first now, and I'm then going to place it. Take once, dust off the excess, layer on. This should have been the way I should have applied on the other cheek as well. I went in directly, and now it looks a little patchy. I'm gonna go back in with my powder brush, and I'm gonna make sure it's like nicely blended out. That's the hack that I use every single time my blush goes on a little patchy or a little too strong. I go back in with my compact powder, and especially because it has a little bit of coverage in there and it's like a thin veil, it will really help in diffusing all of this patchiness out. And now to finish off this look, I have Mars Non-Transfer Butter Stick in the shade First Date. It is a gorgeous neutral color, and I want the lips to be muted because the eyes are so colorful and bright, and I want the focus to be there. Now this is a non-transfer butter stick, and they mean it when they say that, because this one stays on forever and ever and ever, and it does not transfer. It goes on very smooth like butter, and once it's set, it's set. It's one of those lipsticks, like those matte lipsticks that we have in the market right now, that almost feel like a moussey liquid lipstick, and then it sets. So I am just going to ensure I apply this nicely and evenly. And now, just to change the undertone of this lipstick a little bit, because this is slightly warmer than what I want, I am going to go back in with my eyeshadow palette and pick up this purple shade very lightly, and I'm just going to dust it on top of this lipstick just to make it a little bit more cooler and more mauvey than a little more peachy that is right now. And I'm not going very heavy handed because I still want it to be a neutral color and not straight up purple. And with that, I finished my one brand tutorial using only Mars Cosmetics, and I highly enjoyed doing this video. From getting the products to trying them out to creating this look, I loved every part of this process. I recommend so many of these products, and I truly wish I could talk about them over and over again because they deserve it. But yes, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this helpful. Do let me know what other brands you would like me to do one brand tutorials on, and I would love to do them for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.